I don't know.
Oh, what's up, everybody? It's Erin.
And Nicole. This is Dude That's Fucked Up, the podcast.
What's up? How's everybody doing? I hope you're well. Welcome to our old listeners.
Yeah, maybe new listeners.
New listeners.
Oh my gosh.
Hopefully. I mean, you know, welcome to everybody. We don't care who you are.
We don't care. We're just happy you're here.
We're happy. Gosh.
What a day. What a time. What a topic.
I can't wait to talk about our topic today.
I know, me either. I know.
Oh my God.
It's so dumb.
It's, it's all dumb, but this is exceptionally dumb.
Yeah.
It's one of these topics we've had on the back burner for a while.
Yeah.
We're like, is this too stupid? Can we make a whole episode out of it? But yeah,
we said, by God, we'll try.
We shall try. It's funny. Yeah, but before we get to the topic at hand, do we have any business for today?
Any biz? I guess check out our Patreon. It's a new month. It's a new time, and we do a Q&A every month, and we do it live. I don't know if people are aware that we do it live, because we just kind of do it, and sometimes people join on YouTube and sometimes people don't. But if you're a patron, you get access to join us live when we do our Q&As, and we just are really hanging out. And if you ask us questions, we answer them. Yeah,
we're just hanging out. We just recorded the commentary episode for this month for April.
Yeah.
And we talked about the documentary that came out last month, Kid 90.
Oh.
It's a man, I almost cried talking about it. It was
I know.
So much nostalgia.
I know. And we talked after for a while too. We did, and we talked before.
Well, because we've been friends since 8th grade. So, and we're now in our late 30s. And so it's,
Yeah, bleep that out.
Well, I just want to stress how much memories and nostalgia we have between the two of us. So it was like a very, and it was like, it's a little bit before our time, like the time period that this documentary centers on. Like we weren't exactly we were like preteens and then in the mid 90s. So it was but it's like the same themes of growing up with your friends. So
it was so good.
So we got very raw, and we got very we talked about a lot of stuff like pertaining to our adolescence, and it's all very it's
I know.
Want to hear that kind of shit? It's on our Patreon.
Patreon.com/DTFU podcast.
Yeah,
that's it, I think. Any other biz?
I don't think so. Go to our website, DTFUpodcast.com.
Cool.
We got all kinds of stuff in there, and you can just there's so many choose your own adventure buttons you could click around on in that bitch. So check it out.
Choose your own adventure. I like it.
Yeah. Well, anything fucked up for you this week?
No, I mean, it feels like, I don't know if we should talk about it, but we made a TikTok and it got too many likes.
Yeah.
It's getting too much exposure, and it is making me very anxious.
I know we've talked about it before, about how we're like, there's this strange, I don't know. It's like this very weird, there has to be some German word for it, I think.
Yeah.
Where you want people to pay attention to you, but you don't want people to pay attention to you. Like, we've been doing this podcast for 4 years.
Yeah.
We have like a groove and stuff. And like, just every now and then we get like randomly things happen where we're like, oh my God, too many people are paying attention to us. And it's just like so scary.
It is. Yeah. It's hard too, because it's like very frustrating when you want the attention and you're like it's like, oh, maybe we'll buy like this we did this a while ago, but we were like, oh, we'll buy like a little bit of ads on like a podcasting app or whatever, just to like get the word out. And that doesn't stick. Anytime you want something to happen, or it's like, ooh, this is a good episode, we should share it, make sure people hear it, blah blah blah. And it doesn't get the bump you hope it would, and then just a random little thing you post on TikTok just gets wild, and we're just like, how did this happen? What did we do different? Like nothing. It's just kind of random, and that's life, I guess. Is just,
it's just that like lack of control, I guess, sometimes, where you're like, unless you're trying to harness the power, it's like it's fine, but if you're not, then it's scary. So
it's scary. It was really alarming yesterday. I couldn't almost go to bed. I was like laying in bed just like, oh no, like, am I gonna wake up tomorrow and there's gonna be like problems, or like, are we gonna be like, I don't know, is there gonna be a bunch of trolls we have to deal with or something bad, you know? But instead, no, it's very nice. People are being very cool and funny, and
I don't care about trolls. Like, they exist. If somebody wants to expend that much energy on TikTok or any other platform for that matter, I'm like,
I know.
Wow,
it's like, fine.
Sucks to be you. That is a sad way to live.
I know. The only thing I want to make sure I'm living up to is like being myself and not trying. Excuse me, I didn't mean to gasp and then burp. It surprised me.
You're being extremely true to yourself.
Yeah,
right now.
I had to. I ate almost like I ate an entire bag of Brussels sprouts before this, so this is truly like an exercise in holding in my farts. And except they're just gonna come out the front. Yeah. And by front, I don't mean my pussy. I mean, I mean my mouth. I mean more the top.
Yes. Your top front mouth.
My top front mouth. And I'm also drinking a beer.
Oh wow, you're setting yourself up for success, I must say.
Yeah, it's gonna be a real shit show, like this entire episode.
Oh my god.
Wink. That's a wink to the topic. What was I talking about though?
Oh, just how scary it is.
Oh yeah,
you're trying to stay true to yourself.
Oh yeah, because that's the thing. It's like, you know, man, it's really, really hard wanting to be someone who gets like notoriety and attention and has a comedy platform and those types of things that I'm working on as a career, and while at the same time fighting the intense desire to be liked, which is pretty, I think most women have this because that was something that we learned we had to do as like young children. It's like we had to be the most polite, we had to be smart, we had to be kind. Those are the only skills we like were pushed to learn. And so like undoing some of it's like weird. It's like a weird juxtaposition to be fighting.
Yeah, being agreeable and being not trying to rock a boat or anything. I just don't care anymore. I have like extremely pressing matters, like raising a child and, I don't know. But the main thing is we try very hard to, yes, this is literally just us talking to each other. This is, we've said it a million times. This is exactly what our conversations are like. There's no... Except we're probably not wearing makeup. That's pretty much the only thing that's different. And you would just like let out a fart. So
I would never.
No, you would never.
Maybe once or twice, but mostly never.
You'd like get up and walk away or go.
I'd get up and go. Yeah. Cause just who knows? Maybe I would.
I don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. Who's to say? Anyway, yeah, I know what you mean though. It's just like. The main thing though that we'll always strive to do is to be ourselves, but also and kind and mindful of the things we say and how we say them, and because there's all kinds of people who listen to us, and it's like we don't want to like let anybody down, but so we're just trying to be good. It's not hard. It's just like when you're in a loose conversation with somebody, it's like, you know.
Yeah. Sometimes things slip out.
Like farts. Oh, man. Yeah, so
Out
I get
of
it.
the front.
That's a fair thing to be to have fucked up for the week.
Yeah. What's your fucked up for the week?
Nothing. I have nothing. I didn't even
It's the same.
Yeah, pretty much. There is a low level you know, twinge of anxiety every now and then, but
Coochie twinge, but a bad one.
It's more like a.
Oh yeah, coochie. Oh, because a pussy quiver is a good one. So it is a coochie twinge.
I think a coochie twinge is like good for me too. I want to say it's a butthole pucker. You know,
oh
you're just
yeah.
like, you know, you're like, oh.
But do you not get the bad coochie twinges? I get one every time I see an open wound or like something, or if someone gets hurt. Like if I'm watching like those kids getting hurt.
Yeah, I know
videos.
that Instagram. Yeah,
I go,
yeah.
oh, and like I get like a sharp pain like up my entire body. It's like a chill, but it comes from my nether regions. It's not necessarily just my coochie. It's like my whole area.
Taint, yeah.
Yeah.
Mine. Any discomfort always originates in my butthole. So.
Oh my god! Wow, so nice that we.
It's all good stuff in the puss.
Oh, you're so lucky! What a blessing.
Oh Lord.
You're if they were gonna make like an Inside Out movie about your body, the party would all be up. Like all the fun, cool characters would be like managing. They'd be like monitoring your like pussy center. And then like all the people who are like, oh no, all the warriors are out back in the butthole.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Inside out instead of your brain, it's in your taint area. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in your outside in.
Yeah. Oh well, today's topic. Let's start
do it. I can't
getting
wait.
into it. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
All that I have written for this segue is so much to say.
Oh my god.
And that's the only clue you'll get. No, I'm just kidding. So this is the dumbest one of the dumbest things we've ever talked about, but it's so. I was telling DJ about the topic and he's like, "Oh my god, this is your fucking wheelhouse." And I was like, "I know."
Yeah. I wish we knew I wish we just knew of all stories like this.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure there's a million more out there.
Yeah.
And we'll cover them all over time.
We'll cover them all, yeah.
Yeah. But this specific story takes place in 2004.
Yeah, well, it's a real life event.
This is a real life event, and this happened to a famous band that probably a lot of you guys like, or maybe not. I don't know.
Ew, no.
I hope not. Look,
probably a lot of you guys like. How dare?
I know that's rude of me to even
so rude.
infer. Listen, let me just start this episode with a huge disclaimer.
Yeah.
Okay, we're talking about Dave Matthews Band, and it's something that happened to them in 2004.
Yeah, involving them.
Not happened to them, involving them. I do not like Dave Matthews Band. I do not like them, Sam I am. I have, of course, you are assaulted with their music. If you grew up in the 90s, you were like, it's like U2, you know, it's just like every fucking time you turn on the radio, it was on. Yeah,
but if U2 songs were 15 minutes long and they were a jam band.
Listen, okay, this is what I'm going to say about fucking Dave Matthews Band. They wish they were a jam band. It's like rude to jam bands to even include Dave Matthews Band in.
They're like a seedless fruit spread that's like made from stevia.
My God. Meanwhile, you have fucking Phish over here that's full fig spread. It's like
fucking
ready to go on your brie.
It's fucking preserves. You know what I mean? It's like real fruit preserves. It's artisanal.
It's artisanal. It's handmade. It's wild crafted.
and then Dave Matthews Band is like, "Hi, we're Smuckers."
We just got bought by Kraft.
Oh, it's your 100th birthday? We'd love to wish you a 100th birthday.
Oh my God. Willard Scott. Oh dear.
R.I.P. Is he dead? I don't know.
I don't know.
R.I.P. for when that happened.
Maybe. Yeah. Just preemptive. You guys, this is off to a terrible start.
No, it's off to a great start.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, well, what were you saying about the band?
Okay, so on August 8th, 2004, over the Kinsey Street Bridge in Chicago, Illinois, a tour bus belonging to the Dave Matthews Band dumped an estimated 800 pounds of human waste from the bus's septic tank onto, not just down on the bridge, not just down into the river, but perfectly timed onto a passenger sightseeing boat on the Chicago River that was going underneath the bridge below it. It was like a full fucking Nickelodeon slime set like situation, but only that slime was like
doo-doo baby.
Doo-doo baby. It was straight up bus diarrhea. I'm so sorry to all these people that were on this sightseeing fucking boat.
Oh yeah. P.S. Did you say it was like one of those like open ass double decker buses in New York? Okay. This is it's unfortunate, and also if there's any band ever involved in the history of something like this, it's fucking Dave Matthews Band. You know what I mean?
Yes. Like, it's so embarrassing.
It's so embarrassing.
Because I'm just envisioning, I don't know, just dad jeans filled with shit, like spilling out. I don't know. That's like all that I could think about when I think about Dave Matthews Band is dad jeans. Like, I can't. Like, ill-fitting dad jeans.
It's wild. I think of a porta potty, and I'm not saying that because
like a festival
porta potty, a gross one. And I'm not saying that because this topic is diarrhea. Also, before we go any further, I just feel like we had like a disagreement earlier today via text talking about this topic. Erin's like very upset by Dave Matthews, the person's voice. Mm-hmm. I am upset by his face. He has one of the most punchable faces. And this was confirmed to me earlier today going back and watching the videos, which are like, some of them are supposed to be funny. Like, does he think he's a funny person? And I was just like, oh my God, no one in the history of bands has ever been so punchable.
I think it's sad because I think he is like in real life. I think Dave Matthews, nice person, is a really nice person.
Oh,
yeah, and I just, but yet here we are.
I know, here we are, and it's that thing of like John Mayer has a punchable face, and I love John Mayer, and I do think he is funny, but sometimes it's like stay in your lane, like. You can't be all things, like you're not a comedian and this like virtuoso guitar player, musician, like pop star guy,
like it's like you could either be really a good, nice person, a really good musician and really funny, but you can only pick two. And I think John Mayer is like a really good musician and funny, but he's not a good person.
Yeah.
I think Dave Matthews is a really nice person. And
that's and some would say we wouldn't, but some might say a good musician.
Well, because our argument centered on the fact that you hate his face, I hate his voice.
I mean, I also hate his voice, but
yeah,
I'm so giddy. I'm sorry. This is so stupid.
And I'm so sorry. Again, I apologize if you enjoy Dave Matthews Band.
Yeah.
I get why. I mean, it's like it's very palatable music. But it's not for me.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Okay, so
we'll
back
talk
to
about
the bus
incident.
shit.
Yeah.
So the buses. The resulting controversy of people literally being shit on. That's controversy if I've ever heard it. led to more than $300,000 in settlements, donations, and fines. The band's bus driver of this particular bus, because we'll find out, I'll give you some more details. There's multiple buses, but this specific bus that was part of the entourage of tour buses was driven by a man named Stephen Wool, and he pled guilty to dumping the shit in March of 2005. So
anytime we say dumping, ding, 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 we mean it as also a pun.
Yeah. Take a drink or whatever.
Take a drink. Yeah. Eat a bite of your salad. I hope no one should be eating during this episode. I think that's already been clear.
Do not. You'll just get like diarrhea by proxy if you're eating right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So just let's talk about how it all started, how it went.
Mm-hmm.
So the Dave Matthews Band were staying in Chicago for a 2-night gig they had at a venue in East Troy, Wisconsin. So rather than stay in East Troy, Wisconsin, they much rather stay in Chicago.
Fuck yeah, dude.
As a home base, stay at a nice hotel, and then they would travel via tour buses between the hotel and their venue. So they're staying in Chicago, traveling, which is a 2-hour drive. So commuting.
Yeah.
2 hours up, 2 hours back. So I imagine there are many, many opportunities to take a shit in the tour bus toilets. I don't know how big these tanks were, but
it's big.
Yeah, 800 pounds of shit. That's big septic tank.
I think what happens too, I'm just thinking about this, but like when you do the gig, you're hanging out in it for a long time. Like,
I don't know if they probably had it for more than just this gig.
Yeah.
The buses.
Yeah, but I was thinking, because like initially when you said that in the notes, I was like, what, they couldn't hold it for 2 hours each way and just like go at the venue or whatever. But I think like sometimes they just hang out, if it's, especially
in
if
the
it's
bus.
Like, in the bus. And in behind the venue or whatever until their room is ready or whatever, who knows, but it's their space and they might want to just hang out in there, so then maybe they're going to the bathroom in there. But oh my goodness, 4 hours does not fill up 800 pounds of shit.
I don't know any more specifics other than this particular like commute they had. I don't know beyond or before this particular gig if they had the tour buses.
Yeah.
So they had booked 5 buses for the show. I'm guessing for each member of the band and their roadies to travel back and forth. Mm-hmm. And the accused bus driver, Stephen Wool, drove the bus of Dave Matthews Band violinist Boyd Tinsley. And that was the bus that dropped many a deuce that fateful day. Literally. DJ thought the name. So I was telling DJ about this topic, and he thought the name of the violinist was Toth.
What?
Toth? I'm like, that's not even a name. What are you saying? I was like, what? Like, so
Mm.
confident. Like, yeah, the violinist Toth. And I was like, that's not his name.
Did he think he had a last name?
I don't know what his he's like, all right, I'm Googling it. And of course it's not his name. The violinist's name is Boyd Tinsley. And he's like, oh yeah, this is not it at all. And we were laughing so hard about it. But I was just like, I have no idea why he thought it was this made up name. I was like, that's a moon of Endor. Okay. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
I feel like people have that name though. Or maybe a last name.
I'm sure that is a real name that exists.
It's a rare name though.
All names are made up. Okay.
Yeah.
First of all.
True.
So, but it was just so funny. He was just confident because he grew up in Oregon, and that is like a huge venue and a huge Dave Matthews Band hotbed.
I thought you were going to say where so many people are named Toth and played the violin.
Maybe, I don't know. I was like, are you confusing him for another Toth violinist? And there is a violinist named Toth. He like Googled it. Yeah.
Whoa.
But that was,
but
not
it was
who
a
he was thinking.
coincidence.
Yeah, it was like totally. It was so stupid though.
Nice try, DJ.
Yeah, we were just dying. We were just like, it was like, what are the things that are happening in your brain where that would be like?
Oh my God, I'm just so confident.
So confident.
Yeah.
God bless.
Mm-hmm.
So, but also I'm wondering, why was the violinist stuck with literally the shittiest driver of the whole like caravan of buses? That's my first question, really.
Yeah, I feel like it's just random.
And then also, what the fuck are they doing? What are they eating on the violinist bus to generate that much shit?
All you can eat ham buffet or something. It's like, oh my God, just like
they're
all
just
raw
deep
broccoli.
Dish, they're just like fucking housing deep dish Chicago style pizza. Like, what are they doing?
Oh my God. Yeah, maybe. No, it's just like that whole bus is just a buffet and they're just like nonstop eating and shitting.
They like nobody else's bathroom worked on their bus. They just like had to shit. That's like the shit bus. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, and there's no way this was all from them.
It seems a lot. It seems a lot of shit for a singular bus. And like, how many roadies could have been traveling with the violinist? Like, there's not that much equipment to set up. Like, not as much as the drums, you know?
Yeah.
But maybe the drums bus had, 1,200 pounds of shit. We don't know.
Oh my God.
These are the things that I'm actually like thinking about in my head. Just
oh my God.
Logistics of the shit tanks of these buses.
See, I'm thinking that this is the worst bus company, like tour bus company in history, because they don't dump, pun intended, their septic tanks when they're supposed to, and they've had fucking, who knows, that could have been like David Lee Roth's turds, that could have been like fucking Phish's turds, like we don't know, like this 800
string
pounds
cheese incident.
Yeah, this is like, are they taunting Dave Matthews Band with like the Grateful Dead's old shit? And they're like, you'll never be this good, so you have to ride around with this band's shit.
There's like, Jerry Garcia's old shit is in this.
We haven't emptied the septic tank since 1994. I don't know when he died, but I think it was around then-ish. Yeah, I just think fucking that bus was riding low already with old turds.
I mean, how much does the average turd weigh? I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, that's a great question.
A science experiment for all you youngins out there for your science fairs. Do you guys still do this? I don't know.
Oh my God. What if that's like an invention, is like a toilet that weighs your turds to like see if you're healthy? Like every day it like
the density, the like mass.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. The like fiber of it. The like
holler at Goop.
Cholesterol. Ooh, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get to work on this.
I'm sure Gwyneth would be into it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, either way, that bus was just packed full of shit.
Oh my God.
Just really, really riding around with a lot of poo-poo in there. Yeah.
Oh
God. But I don't know why they didn't empty it. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. This guy was this driver of this bus was an actual psychopath. Like, he's just like, I'm not going to take it to a like sewage dump site which is what you do. Like, if you ever have driven, like if you ever went camping with your family in like an RV.
Yep.
I remember like, my dad hooking up to the like sewage dump thing.
Yep.
And dumping all of our turds.
You literally like pump it out.
Yeah.
Like of your RV into like a hose in the ground, which, excuse me, is like, I mean, so many things could go wrong in that, which is maybe why the driver didn't want to do it. Maybe he was dressed in his like fancy clothes and he was supposed to go dump the turds.
Bitch, that's your job. Come on.
I know. And also he probably wouldn't have to do it. Like maintenance people would have to do it, he's driving. But yeah, it's so dumb because I don't know. It just is wild to me. But this was like, we're not even to the bad decisions yet. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is a bad decision, but like, who knows? Maybe the maintenance people were supposed to do it. Maybe the company was supposed to do it. Like, maybe he just showed up as a driver. And this is where like he then needs to be held accountable because these were his own decisions.
Yeah, and it makes me wonder if he had done this before.
Oh my God, I hope
You know
not.
what I mean? Like just while he was driving, just like let it go, or like
on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or had like emptied the shit on a bridge or something before. Like,
yeah.
This is wild. This man made this decision
just like at a rest stop, just like made it into like a giant shitty mud puddle, like, and took off.
Dude. That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't put it past him. Oh my God.
Well, he did get held accountable, but that comes later. So in Chicago, the bridges have these riveted gratings kind of things that go down. So like for, runoff, for rain or whatever, and it's like anti-slip and it's strong. Like that's what these like the bridges are made out of. So it's
they're not like
it's like
cement.
grating.
Yeah,
no,
they're great.
It's not like solid.
Yeah, it's a whole big grate so that you can see through
down
below.
To the water. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And there's no like road on it. You're just driving over the grate.
Yeah, and like I said, it's like for like runoff, for like, rain, whatever. Yeah. And so basically this made it a perfect kind of like sieve for the shit to like spread out evenly.
A shit sieve.
Across a bridge. Oh
my God. Truly, like he just had to be on it and like undo the plug, and like it wasn't gonna run, it wasn't gonna splash up at him, it wasn't gonna run towards him. No one would maybe even know, except that his bus is just like stopped on a fucking bridge.
Yeah, dude, there is no way we can fathom this man's thought process of why he did this.
No.
But also, yeah, just, there's traffic underneath the bridge though. There's boats. There's all kinds of like commuter boats, and then there's these sightseeing boats that run through. And this is August of 2004, August 8th.
Oh my
God. So yeah, it's like he knows that it's like an active time on the river below. So
it's also okay, not even just the time of year, but that river, like, it's not like no one's around. You're in the middle of fucking downtown Chicago.
Totally. There's walkways under the bridge where people are walking, and there's restaurants down on the water and stuff.
Oh my God. Like downtown Chicago is small and like busy, and this is summer and people are outside. I like truly, and this is the fucking middle of the day.
And people are getting after it in the summertime in Chicago because it's like cold as fuck, like 6 months out of the year.
Yeah, and it's such a beautiful city.
Oh my God. I love Chicago so much.
I know. Same. I've only been once, but I loved it.
Me too. Oh my God. I can't wait to go back and visit someday. It was so much fun.
And I was there in winter, and I still took one of these boat tour things. Like I must have been it was fucking freezing. It was like November. But it was so fun. And I went on runs every morning, and it was fucking freezing, but I like loved it. I got to see the city, and it was so cool. What a place. I can't wait to go back.
I know. Yeah. I went in September, and it was like absolutely gorgeous.
Perfect.
And I did one of these, the open air sightseeing tours.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and you could book them all the time. They're like every hour or something. You can go on these boat tours.
Oh my God. Remember the famous scene from My Best Friend's Wedding where they go on the architecture boat tour?
Yeah.
And you think they're going to kiss, but they go under a bridge. And then she finishes his sentence, and she's like, and the moment just passes you by. And he's like, the moment just passes you by. And then they don't kiss. It's this. People could have been having that moment.
They could have been kissing under this bridge, and shit just fell on them. A bukkake fucking.
Oh my God.
Shit fest.
A Duke cocky.
Dukkake, yeah. Oh, I hate it so much. Okay, so yeah. This bus stops on the bridge.
Yeah.
Simultaneously, the one of those open air, like rooftop seating passenger, like sightseeing boats is going under the bridge at the same time.
It's like one of those math problems where it's like, okay, a tour bus filled with Dave Matthews Band shit leaves the bus depot at 1 p.m. At the same time, an open air architectural tour boat is leaving the dock at 1 p.m. When the shit gets dumped off the bridge, does it hit the boat?
Yes, it absolutely does. The timing matched up so perfectly or imperfectly, however you want to look at it. This boat was carrying 120 tourists.
Oh my God.
120 tourist souls. That left the dock or the pier, the Navy Pier at 1 p.m.
Oh my God. Just outside getting some fresh air.
And it passes under the bridge. And at that same moment, this man, Wool, whatever his first name was, Stephen or
Steppenwolf.
Stephen. Remember those commercials? Stephen, Jack, Stephen.
Yeah.
We're in the white pages. That was a very old 80s commercial for like a plumber or something. Okay, so this guy, the bus driver, parked basically a porta potty, a bus-sized porta potty on the bridge, and he pushed the dump button.
My God.
Right? Like what I'm envisioning a button.
Yeah,
right?
the red button that's like do not touch unless you're like hooked up to the septic tank pump.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Mom, I wonder what this does." And then it just goes all over.
And it just like, it was like batter going into a fucking waffle.
A waffle iron.
Off a waffle iron.
Oh my
as
God.
it spread amongst the great bridge.
Oh.
The graded bridge.
Oh my God.
Approximately 2/3 of the passengers on this open air fucking sightseeing tour were soaked in caca.
In DMB's BMs. DMB's BMs.
Oh my God.
Right? DMB, right?
People call it DMB, yes.
I know. Okay. I thought so. Oh my God.
DJ called it that. I was like, he called it DMB, and I was like, oh God, you grew
Is
up
there
with
something he wants to tell you?
No, he's like, he grew up, like, again, he grew up in Eugene, Oregon, and that's, people went to the gorge to see.
Oh, yeah, to see bands like that. Yeah.
Dude, I remember people that we graduated, that we like went to high school with, like, would drive to Oregon to go see Dave Matthews Band.
We don't talk to them anymore.
I don't people know that told me this, I was like, I am hearing the words that are coming out of your mouth, but I've mentally checked out of this conversation, and I'll never bring it up again. According to the Illinois Attorney General, the passengers aboard included persons with disabilities,
oh my God,
elderly people, a pregnant woman, a small child, and an infant, which we can all assume probably got doo-dooed on. It's so fucked up, dude. Like, this
honestly,
is like, I don't know why. God. Like all walks of life, just everybody you could imagine, like a little baby being
shit on by Dave
shit
Matthews.
On an old lady.
Dave Matthews shits on babies, and
literally the optics of this are so bad.
They're bad.
So bad. Like so. The shit hits the boat.
The shit hits his not fans because they're not there to see his concert.
No, but the people, I like, according to like eyewitness testimonies of this event, it was like it was silent at first, and then everybody realized what had happened, and just start screaming. Everybody just starts screaming, losing their fucking minds. Puking because it's shit. Like
old
screaming.
Shit. Yeah.
Yes. Like fermented shit. Just screaming, crying. The boat flips a bitch, turns around, goes back to the pier. Everybody gets refunded.
Oh my God.
That's the least of fucking concerns at this point.
Also, that was nice of them to do, since there was no fault of theirs that the Dave Matthews Band bus dumped their dumps all over this boat.
I bet that's in their like fucking waivers now.
Yeah, it's like like if you get shit on, I'm sorry, we cannot. Well, there's probably like bird shit on you and stuff, maybe. Who knows?
No, I'm talking about like for like incidents specifically where they go under the bridge and it's
and a bus dumps shit.
Yeah.
Also, do you think the bus just like peeled off? No, he had to probably like.
He was sitting in traffic, you know, like he was sitting there.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Like there was people around. There's people there. Like I think people saw this shit literally.
Yeah,
and we're just like, what the fuck, you know?
Oh my
Can
God.
you imagine being like,
and smelled it?
Oh my God, can you like be like down on the like the little path, the walking path, and seeing this happen? Oh my God,
smelling this happen too. I think that would have been the worst part.
Oh my God, the humanity, the humanity. This is just so awful. So they go back, everybody is freaked the fuck out. I think 5 of the passengers were taken to Northwestern Memorial Hospital for testing because it like got in their fucking eyes and mouth and shit.
Dude, that's what I was gonna say. Like, you know that the people that were taken to the hospital got it in their fucking mouth.
They got it, and I mean,
they ingested it. Is what happened.
And you know somebody was like, oh, we're going under a bridge, and like looked up at the bridge.
They were like, they just heard like, and it's like,
you didn't have to make that noise.
And then they go, huh? Just some like tourist? Huh? What's that, Tad? And then it just goes,
oh God. And then they got slimed like they were on Double Dare. So yeah, I mean, it's bad. It's real bad.
Oh my God.
Illinois Attorney General got involved and filed a lawsuit against Dave Matthews Band, against DMB.
Yeah, surprise, dumping your sewage into a public river is illegal.
Yeah, even if it's a quote unquote accident, which, bitch, what did you just accidentally lean on the septic tank dump button? No.
Yeah, no, the giant flush button. No.
That is a crazy fucking thing to happen. So Illinois Attorney General was like, somebody's got to pay.
Yeah, they were like,
this is fucked.
Dude, it was okay. This is like very offensive, so just definitely don't eat. But this was in the report too, and it's just like a little bit more context. Like this is what the Attorney General had to put in the report to be like, this is a problem. Like, we need to manage this quickly and efficiently. This was a statement in the filing of the lawsuit. The liquid waste was brownish yellow in color and had a foul, offensive odor. The liquid human waste went into passengers' eyes, mouths, hair, and onto clothing and personal belongings, many of which were soaked. Some of the passengers suffered nausea and vomiting as a result of exposure to the human waste. It definitely got into people's purses. I'm just going to say that. It got, like, you know when you get wet on, like, a, like, Splash Mountain or something, and your inside your shoe is wet? That was doo-doo water. Like, that was, they had doo-doo.
It was piss and doo-doo.
And doo-doo.
Not that much water, because you can't have that much water going in it's like that blue fucking shit, you know?
True. Yeah, it's like solution and piss. It's piss. Yeah, it's not water.
Oh, my God. Yeah, so the city initially had no clue about what happened, who was responsible, like what exactly even this was. They just knew like a bunch of shit had fallen from the sky onto all these people.
Yeah. They were like, Pam, it's a shit storm down there. And they were like, yeah, literal.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It was, they had no idea. They were like, we don't know what happened. We need to figure it out. But they were able to, like, a bystander saw this happening because, like you said, like, there's just, like, people around. It's fucking downtown Chicago in the middle of the day. It's not even nighttime. This person's such an idiot. And so, like, someone in their car copied down the license plate of the bus and was like, look, I heard a noise and it smelled like shit. I don't know what happened, but here's a license plate number.
Then I heard a bunch of people on a boat screaming. So
yeah,
I think it was connected.
Yeah,
I'm not a detective in the Chicago PD, but
look, I'm not here to do your job, but I think there's a connection. And so they were able to determine that a man by the name of Jerry Fitzpatrick was the owner of the bus. But when they called Jerry and were like, hey, did you dump all this poop onto these people on this boat? He was like, dude, no, it was not me. I was outside of their hotel on a different bus the entire time. Check my shit tank. Like, I promise you it's still full. And
yeah.
He made the police come out there and, like, dipstick his septic tank and make sure it was full. And they're like, yeah, this one's not empty. So he's like,
this
see?
is very full. Yeah.
He's like, I told you there's months worth of shit in this one. I still haven't emptied it.
Oh, my God.
I don't know if he owned the company. He must have owned the company if he, like, owned that
Or maybe
bus.
he, like, owned the fleet that was specifically designated to...
This
event.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they had a lead finally, and they really sniffed out the culprit with this one. I don't know. The prosecutors for the city were able to obtain surveillance footage from a gym, I guess, that caught the driver Stephen Wool on tape. Like, I guess, dumping.
Yeah. I know, yeah, dumping or, like, on the bridge or something. Like, there was they were able to ID him, yeah.
Yeah, they were able to ID the bus, and they were able to ID the person in the bus. So, the mayor of Chicago at the time, Richard Daley, got involved in this because it was, like, a huge deal. It was all over the news. I personally don't remember it because I think anything Dave Matthews Band related, I just tuned out, you know?
Yeah. Although I would have loved this at the time. I would have relished in this, as I am now, quite honestly.
I mean, this was like 2004, 2005. I was, you know, I don't know what I was doing.
We were
partying.
I was
probably drunk. Yeah.
The such a fun thing about this too, like the mayor had to get involved because they're like, we need to figure this out. Like, it's disgusting and someone owes us some money and an apology. And Dave Matthews Band was like, we don't know. They were like, it's not us. Like, I don't, we believe our drivers, and they said it wasn't them, and that wall guy said it wasn't him, and like, we are sticking behind him.
I appreciate the trust and
that's nice.
And the like,
they got your back, like,
they got your back attitude. Yeah. Like that's cool. But like,
true.
Also, like, you have to, you know, if something really bad like this happens, because this is very bad. This is a bad situation.
It's a bad look too. It's not even just like, oh no. It's like, this is, every time they talk about this story, they're talking about you and your name.
Yes, like you're the front page headline.
Yeah,
here, not anybody else. So Dave Matthews Band is just like, oh well, we're standing by our staff, and like that's great and everything, but like, I think, again, this is like another dumb PR thing that people do.
Yeah.
Where it's like your heart's in the right place, but like you have to, not only do you have to cooperate with law enforcement at this point in time, there's many people that are like, that had a really bad fucking time from this. And like, there are victims of this like incident that have to be addressed and apologized to and made whole again because of what they went through. So like, I appreciate, like, I do think they're trying their best here, but like, man, this really fucking sucks. And you just have to be like, we don't know what happened, but we're going to cooperate fully. We're going to get to the bottom of this. And we're so sorry to all these people that literally got shit on. We're so sorry for this shit incident.
Oh my God. They hate Chicago now.
Yeah, it was bad. So it's all over the news.
Is the Dave Matthews Band the shit cheese incident?
Ew.
the I don't know. Maybe there's something there. There's a shit something incident. The Chicago incident.
This is the Chicago incident. Yes.
Chicago incident. Yeah.
But yeah, they're starting to do damage control. But you know, it all plays out that Stephen Wool he pled guilty to reckless conduct and discharging contaminants to cause water pollution.
Yeah, he had to.
Yeah, because this also went in the water, and it's literally like raw sewage.
Yeah, you can't
do that. You can't do that.
That's like against federal regulations, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Like you can't dump dumps in there.
No.
But the only reason he pled guilty is because the mayor leaked that tape from the gym.
Oh, the surveillance video?
Yeah, he called a press conference and he was like, we got you on tape, sir. Like, we need to know what happened. This is absolutely unacceptable. But he was very upset about it. But then also, and this is like the most criminal part of this whole thing to me, is that he, in the same sentence where he was like condemning this absolutely unacceptable act by the Dave Matthews Band tour bus driver, he was also saying that he believed Dave Matthews Band was a very good band.
Well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, this guy got. Yeah. He got in big trouble. He received 18 months probation and had to do 150 hours of community service. 18 months that's a long time for probation. You can't fuck up. You can't, do anything stupid during that time. He had to pay a $10,000 fine to Friends of the Chicago River, which is an environmental organization responsible for maintaining the river. Mm-hmm. That's good.
Yeah.
And then Dave Matthews Band was still in PR mode after this, so they donated a bunch of money, $50,000 to Friends of the Chicago River as well.
Oh my God!
And then also $50,000 to the Chicago Park District, and they paid the state of Illinois $200,000 as a settlement. I mean, damn, that really fucking sucks. They're lucky it wasn't more, honestly.
Yeah. And it's really not even that much money to Dave Matthews, who has like $300 million or something I saw on Google today.
Yeah, and this is like pretty much the height of their popularity. So
yeah,
like, again, like they're known, I think, as like a crunchy kind of environmental, like they care a lot about issues and the environment and stuff, so like they have to like do all that they can to make sure they don't look like absolute monsters here that just dump shit in the river. Yeah. And then they
oh my God, what? I just thought of something.
What?
No, I don't know if it works. I was just thinking of splash into me, baby.
I hate his voice. I can't even. I don't even want to imitate it because it's like,
you've got your turd, you've got your pee.
God, that song is so creepy. By the way,
I know that's the only song I tolerate. I actually like that song. It's creepy, the lyrics and what it's about, but like.
It has always made me feel so uncomfortable whenever it has come on the radio. I'm like, I don't like this. Like,
yeah,
it's like that thing of when you're sitting in the same room as your parents and like a sex scene comes on. It's just like,
ooh, you're just like hyper aware of your like body language and everything like happening. And you're just like, oh God.
Yeah, I don't like it. It also, like, some of the lyrics remind me of the like milk lemonade around the corner fudge is made for some reason. Like it sounds like a
You've got your milk. You've got your milk. Lemonade around the corner. Fudge is made.
I hate it. I'm sorry to everybody who likes Dave Matthews Band, but God.
Splash into me. He reminds me of like Buffalo Bill or something. The way he sings, it's like not his voice. It's just like the way his mouth makes sounds. Do you know what I mean?
It sounds like when somebody's trying to hold in a fart and it's like, you know, like that's like how his voice, what his voice reminds me of. I don't know, you know?
Oh my God.
It's not for me. It's not for me.
Oh my God.
Oh God. So yeah, they paid a lot of money. Also they also agreed to keep the details of when and where their buses emptied their septic tanks.
Oh my God. It was a long slog. It was a long log. Oh, but
oh my God.
Oh my God. Now I'm just thinking of like all the barely any Dave Matthews songs I know and how to make them about shit.
Oh, I know. I was like, I can't wait to like make all the like Dave Matthews Band lyrics about shit, but
yeah,
I just can't think of any other song besides Crash.
The Space Between is about the great for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the great of the bridge.
Yeah, the bridge great.
The space between the shit falls down into your open mouth.
I'm crying. Splash into.
Oh, God.
It's like a fucking medley. And then you splash.
Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. I don't know. Fuck.
Wait, what is that song?
Who cares, man?
Who cares? It's so dumb.
It could be. That could be the exact lyrics of a Dave Matthews Band song. We don't know.
I know it goes, hey, sort of her. He's a little bit like a Michael McDonald from the Doobie Brothers.
Oh,
it's like different. That's the mouth. It's like kind of marble mouth.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's like, is this a real word? Are they singing a word I should know? And then it like, because they're not enunciating and it just kind of bleeds into the next word. But I kind of like that because it makes it fun to do an impression.
I mean, honestly, like John Mayer kind of sounds like that too. It's like that marble mouth, like weird. I don't know. There's like something.
But his is like deeper in his throat, so I feel like I understand more. I can hear his words.
Sure, yeah.
Maybe it's a tonal thing. I don't know. Or maybe it's because there's not all these like horns going off at the same time.
I don't know. It's definitely a style of singing that some people do, and I hate it.
Yeah. Not a fan.
Anyway, God, this whole fucking shit. It's a literal shit show.
Yeah.
It sucks. I feel so bad for these people. If you know any of these people, loosely, please give them my best.
Yeah. I hope they're okay.
I hope they're all right. I hope they like don't have like PTSD from this because my God, I know I would.
Did they get like E. coli from it? Like how did they survive okay? Do they have long-term health issues? Do they hate Dave Matthews now?
Oh, I would. More than I already do. And it's like crazy thinking about like all of the diseases you can get from poop going in your mouth. And I like think about like being pregnant and like how you're just like not allowed to eat like lunch meat or sushi or
soft cheese
or unpasteurized cheese. And it's just like, because you could get, you know, any number of, you know, things.
Right.
listeria is like the main thing. And I just think, what does raw sewage translate to? Because that is something horrifying that I can't even, it's like, it's a lot.
Oh my God.
The baby got pooped on.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's so awful.
Who do you think, okay, and wrapping this up, who do you think is ultimately responsible for this incident?
I mean,
the guy, the company, ultimately the guy, Stephen Wool or whatever, did the deed.
I want to know what his like thought process was.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I know.
Was he just not thinking? It just seems too crazy that the bus was in the perfect spot to douse these people at the moment he chose to push the button. This boat was going under. Like, it's like, I don't know that he like premeditated this. Maybe he couldn't see what was happening. It was a coincidence, but like, I just don't know what he thought was going to happen, you know?
But you have to like get out of the car. This is like the thing, because he had to have known. First of all, he knows what he's doing is illegal. He has to know that. People know you can't just dump sewage into a fucking river.
I wonder if he thought that there was like something solid under the grate that would like catch it and it wouldn't just go straight down to the river.
But then why is that better? Like, it would make sense.
Because nobody know.
But then all the sewage would just be sitting on like a piece of cement or something. That seems worse.
But there's still a grate. Like, he knows there's a grate, but I don't think that he knows that the grate goes anywhere. So he's just like, oh, perfect. I'll just like, the poop will go away. It'll go down this grate, but it'll like,
then
maybe
it'll
be
sit under the grate.
Right, but nobody will know. Who's gonna know?
But this is the thing. He had to get out of the bus. Because when you do that, you have to go over to where the pump is. Like, you have to go over to where. Yeah,
did he have to like physically get out of the bus to do this?
I think he did. There's not just a trap door under the toilet.
See, that's what I'm envisioning, but
maybe there is. Maybe on like these really, really nice, expensive tour buses, they have like a button, maybe it's all hands free. You just like put the hose up to it and then you do it from inside the bus or something. But it must be. But I think obviously he's at fault because he physically did this and it was bad. But also it's like, why was the company letting a bus be rented out by this, like, I'm going to say A-list band, but like, no, that I don't truly believe that.
We just seriously, we've shat on this band harder than these people got shat on.
I know. But like, you're renting these beautiful, huge, nice tour buses and you're not even emptying them before you let this band use them is so wild to me.
Yeah, I don't know what the policy and procedure is here.
That tank should be fresh because that shit literally starts to smell. You could smell it coming up through the toilet and stuff.
Totally.
If it's even partly full and it's been sitting there for a long time. So
yeah. I don't know.
I'm
a lot of questions. I have more questions.
I know this only just gave me more questions.
I know. I guess like I'm right there with you, man. I don't know. It's just, I know. I do think this guy, like, somebody has to fucking pay, and like they paid. They took responsibility. They did. Good for them. Mm-hmm. I don't think they really had too much of a choice. But if they're gonna be ride or die for their bus drivers, and like, they're gonna pay for the shit, which wow. I appreciate, and it's something.
Yeah. So. I mean, they did what they needed to do, but if they wouldn't have paid those fees and stuff, it wouldn't have looked good. No,
not a good look.
So they kind of
the whole stitch was such a bad look for everybody involved, and I know it sounds like really funny, like the whole thing, but I truly, I'm not kidding when I say, like, I truly feel for all these people that this happened to. My God.
Yeah. No, yeah, it is.
That's a rough in the grand scheme of things, like, I guess you can laugh at it later, but like, I don't know, man. shit.
It's hard. It's hard to laugh at that, especially if it got in your mouth. I think that's. Also, we didn't even talk about the people that like worked. Okay, the people that are at work, they're not even on vacation on this boat, and they got sloshed, and it's just like, that's the fucking worst. That baby was on vacation, you know what I mean? But these other people were like on the grind.
But honestly, that baby had no choice either, so.
Babies have no choices in anything.
No, they don't.
You're just along for the ride.
They're along for the ride, and I feel bad for the people that worked on the sightseeing bus or sightseeing boat, because that is a shitty day,
dude. That's your worst day ever at that job.
Yeah, I'd quit for sure.
I would never.
I'd take a full like week off and be like, you're just giving me this week off, like you're not.
Sabbatical.
It's a sabbatical. I need to gather myself, okay?
But then you have this like badge you can kind of wear with your other fellow coworkers that were on that boat, and the other ones that were on different boats don't have, and you're kind of like, we lived through something.
Yeah. I wonder if they had to decommission that boat for a while because it needed to be like
disinfect it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that poor boat.
Everybody. Oh. Well, that's all I got.
Yeah, same.
I don't know how else to feel except horribly shitty for these people.
I know. It's
I still hate Dave Matthews Band.
Yeah, I don't. Listen, I don't like him anymore after this. But I don't like him any worse, honestly. I still dislike him the same amount.
I think he is a person I think is nice. I don't like the band. I think it's bad music.
Know him. Yeah, I don't like the music. It's fine. It's
too earnest for a jam band, okay?
It's the kind of music where if I'm like at Bubba Gump Shrimp Company and it's on, I'm like, yeah, and it's fine, and I don't hate it. Like it feels like it belongs there. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
Or if I'm like on vacation at a resort or something and it's like playing by the pool bar, I'm like, yeah, I guess
I'm going to the bartender. I'm saying, can you change this song, please? It's ruining my vibe. Thank you.
All right. Well,
all right. Enough.
That's enough.
Enough.
Now you can eat your lunch.
Yeah. Thank you guys for listening to this shit-filled rant about DMB and their BMs.
And their MBMs. Those are mobile BMs.
DMB's MBMs. Okay. Yeah, that works.
Yeah,
okay.
Or DMB's DBMs, drive-in BMs.
DB BMs, drive-by BMs.
DB BMs. DB BMs. DB BMs.
Bus droppings. BDDB. I don't know. DMBs. But BDDB. I don't know.
Oh my God. I feel like you're
BDSM. Yeah.
Okay, Erin's done.
I'm done.
She's done. She needs to go to bed.
I've hit a wall.
Follow us on social media at DTFU Podcast. We're everywhere, especially TikTok. So that's a thing.
Yep.
For now.
Yeah. Until we get kicked off of the platform for talking about poop too much or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to our website, dtfupodcast.com. I'm sorry to these men and the Dave Matthews Band. I'm sure you're all lovely people. And
mediocre also, musicians.
And
okay. And
no,
also,
they're good. They're good.
No, I'm just kidding.
and also sorry to all the DMB heads out there. Again, just so sorry.
Hopefully you turn this off and you aren't super offended by this point. But
yeah.
Also, you know what this is.
Yeah, you know what it is. What else? I think that's it.
That's it.
Check out our Patreon.
Ooh.
Patreon.com/DTFU podcast. That's it.
Yeah.
As always, be excellent to yourselves
and each other.
Don't poop on people off bridges.
No.
That's not good.
Or pee. Don't. No.
None of it. We don't do that. We live in a society. Okay.
Use a toilet.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
What an idiot.
Oh my God.